I have chosen the Sleipner SE80, which are proportional electric thrusters installed both in the bow and stern of my boat. In this video, I'll share some of my experiences and show how I use the system in practice. Proportional thrusters allow you to precisely control how much power you apply. Traditional thrusters, on the other hand, are simply on or off at full power. That means you have to control them using short bursts, and even then, it can easily become too much thrust. With proportional thrusters, you can apply anything from very low to very high power, and it's easy to adjust using the joystick controls. This makes it much easier to maneuver the boat smoothly and with precision. Another advantage is noise. Traditional thrusters tend to be quite loud since they always run at full power. With proportional thrusters, you can gradually adjust the thrust, which makes them significantly quieter. In moderate wind conditions, you can actually move almost silently out of the harbor using light input on the thrusters, without disturbing others who might still be sleeping. As standard, my boat came with a 4 horsepower setup, and a common upgrade is 6 horsepower. I chose to go for 8 horsepower. Since we often spend time in natural harbors, and sometimes deal with stronger winds, you can never really have too much power available. As you can see and hear in the video, I'm using variable thrust while moving sideways towards the dock. The wind is pushing me away from the dock here, at around 10 knots, so I need to use more power in the beginning. As I get closer to the dock, I gradually reduce the thrust to achieve a smooth and controlled approach. I was originally planning to dock further inside the corner, but there was already a boat there, so it became a bit too tight. As you can see in the video, it's easy to move the boat sideways in a controlled way. You can also rotate the boat around its own axis, which makes it much easier to turn in tight harbors. I've shown this in previous videos as well, where I navigate some very narrow natural harbors along the southern coast of Norway. Later in this video, I'll also demonstrate the hold function, which allows the boat to maintain its position automatically. It's a very useful feature, especially when preparing lines or waiting for space in a harbor. So stay tuned for that towards the end. My boat has a shaft drive and a single engine with a rudder. This means you have relatively limited steering control when reversing. The boat will usually turn to one side due to the propeller's rotation. That's why thrusters are especially useful on boats with a single engine and shaft drive. Here, I'll demonstrate reversing into a dock. With the thrusters, you have full control, and it makes the whole maneuver much easier. Here, I'm using the thruster to make a slightly sharper turn than I can achieve with the rudder alone. At low speeds, it can be very helpful to use a bit of thruster assistance, especially in tighter turns or confined areas. Here, I'm using the hold function on the thrusters. When activated, both the bow and stern thrusters engage automatically, running at what I estimate to be around 1/3 power. It's enough force to keep the boat gently pressed against the dock, without putting too much pressure on the fenders. I did leave the helm a bit too early here. The boat still had some forward movement, and there's not much distance before reaching the dock. So I quickly return when I notice it. After that, I go forward to secure the lines. This is one of my first trips of the season, so not all routines are fully dialed in yet, and I hadn't prepared the lines as well as I should have. Without the hold function, and being alone on board, this situation could easily have become stressful and potentially risky. With around 10 knots of wind pushing the boat away from the dock, it doesn't take much for it to drift off. Docking a boat can be challenging, especially when you're alone. It requires planning, precision, and often an extra set of hands. With the hold function, the thrusters keep the boat safely alongside the dock, allowing you to handle the mooring on your own. The hold function is part of Sleipner's PRO system and is designed to keep the boat steadily in position against the dock. It requires both a bow and stern thruster, and is activated with a single button press. Once engaged, it maintains the boat's position so you can focus on handling lines and other tasks, without worrying about drifting away. This feature is especially useful in tight marinas or in more challenging weather conditions, where maintaining control is critical. It also makes it much easier to dock alone, removing the need for additional crew. While the hold function keeps the boat in place, you can still make fine adjustments. Using the remote control, you can temporarily increase thrust at the bow to fine-tune the position and keep the boat exactly where you want it. And if needed, the hold function can be quickly deactivated by applying thrust in the opposite direction, giving you full manual control again. While I'm landing the drone, I'm still using the hold function. It can stay active for a while since it operates at reduced power, which is another advantage of proportional thrusters. As you can see from the footage, the boat stays nicely alongside the dock. At this point, I only had temporary lines secured. And as you'll notice when I turn off the hold function, the boat immediately starts drifting away from the dock. And finally, my overall impression of the Sleipner proportional thrusters. The system works very well. It makes it easy to fine-tune the boat's movement without any sudden or aggressive motions. It's also very easy to adjust the thrust smoothly, depending on how much power you need. You can use very low power, which keeps noise to a minimum, something that's especially useful when leaving a harbor early in the morning. The hold function also performs very well, and it's extremely useful when you're operating the boat alone. I also have a remote control that operates both the winches and the thrusters in one unit. I haven't focused much on the remote in this video, mainly because it doesn't allow you to adjust the hold function or control the thrust proportionally. With the remote, you can activate or stop the thrusters at full power, so in that sense they behave more like traditional thrusters. So overall, this is definitely something I would choose again for my next boat.